EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. Next on Madden Football.
On a crystal clear late fall afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Cleveland, Ohio, and Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by my partner, Charles Davis. Charles, these Browns, no other way to say it, they took a step back last year. And what do you think that they need to do to get back to the playoffs while competing in a tough AFC North?
They need to get back to the identity that their head coach established a couple seasons ago. A hard running game, consistent play from their quarterback, and then they have new management on the defensive side of the ball. They'll try and get after you in the pass rush.
And then for the visiting Bears, they want to wipe the slate clean from 2022. Now, working in their favor, we've seen plenty of teams in the NFL make big turnarounds from year to year. What can the Bears do to just get back closer to maybe 7, 8 wins, Charles?
Well, they want to coalesce all this young talent that they're accumulating and guys that they've brought in from the outside and start to build a culture around this team that they know they can compete week in and week out.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Cleveland. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a rookie 5th-round pick out of UCLA, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They will start this drive with Ford. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they get him down before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run with Ford. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 30-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, "We got it going, boys. Let's keep it going."
This short pass into the hands of the Joker. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On first down, Thompson Robinson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. The DTR going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback's single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4, now 1st and 10 again. Fields on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. A give left side here for Herbert. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Here comes 3rd down and 7. From the 50, here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Returning it is Moore. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson throwing here. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, those guys are hard to find.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second down and 4. This is Ford. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Thompson Robinson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Second and a couple. To throw is DTR.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Myles Garrett, the all-pro defensive end, there on the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Rock and roll.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Thompson Robinson now to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Up the middle they go. 4. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Second and 7. Play action, now Thompson Robinson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Herbert now on the option. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 38.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll run with Herbert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Herbert once more. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap, Fields. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hand off right side for Herbert. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Thompson Robinson now. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
On 2nd down now, it's Ford, and a short gain down to about the 33. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Thompson Robinson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A handoff for Herbert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll make it third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To throw is Fields. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Za'Darius Smith able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Thompson Robinson off of play action. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Thompson Robinson throwing here. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
So that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
On first down, it's Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Throwing again is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On first and 10, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Darnell Mooney the target there. And it'll bring up third down. Fields. And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Fields now to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A toss left side for Herbert. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Now 2nd and 9. Herbert powering up the middle. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No sweat for Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is DTR. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taylor now to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Herbert to start the drive. A beautiful fake. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Off the play fake, Thompson-Robinson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a 2nd and 2. And pass complete to Moore. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
1st and 10, Thompson-Robinson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On second down, it's Ford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, 26 yards. chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd and 5. Here's Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson now. Man open, it's Goodwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Two yards to go, 2nd down. It's caught, Cooper. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Ford, he juked him. down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Right back to him on first down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is 2nd and 8. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play of this run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Thompson Robinson. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, yes, this is what the good ones do. He used his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left. And at one point, he flipped the switch from passer to runner, and he got a pretty good gain out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. Able to slither by. And this will be a Bears 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Herbert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Now it's Fields. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there with pressure yet again. That is the seventh time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They will start this drive with 4, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Thompson Robinson throwing here. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The DTR going to throw it here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Being chased out left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On first down, Thompson Robinson. He finds his man, complete. That's 4. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, it's Fields. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Herbert. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
This is Herbert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run. It's Herbert. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Thompson Robinson to throw on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is DTR. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Thompson Robinson now. Complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Ready, break.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bears will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
This is 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Fields. Oh, he'll run that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Back to throw, Fields. St. Brown on the catch. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, man, they are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator is going to have to work overtime here because this game has really had some swings.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Boy, you want to talk about guts? Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one jersey and worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.